How's it going, everybody? We're back and out here in the shop for a few minutes this evening. It is Thanksgiving, and it snuck up on me. I didn't realize yesterday that today was Thanksgiving. I don't know. Shit sneaks up on me. I'm always so damn busy working and doing something, and I need a haircut, I need to shave, and here we are, it's Thanksgiving, and I'm out here in the shop looking like a herfy scurf, but you guys will just have to get over it, I guess. So, hopefully, by the time you guys are seeing this, you're all full of turkey, dressing, stuffing, mashed taters, and whatever the hell you all like to eat, I don't know. But hopefully everybody's having a good Thanksgiving if you can, due to this Wu-Tang virus bullshit that's going on. I don't know how much anything's really good going on Thanksgiving this year, but my mom and dad aren't going to come down because their mom just had back surgery and dad's hobbling around up there. I don't know. I don't think they really ought to be around us, because if one of us happens to have this damn virus, I don't want it to pass it on to mom and dad, because they're not in the best of health anyway. And then Vicky's mom, usually she comes over. She's not coming over because same damn thing. So it's just going to be us and the kids tonight having dinner. And Vicky's in there cooking right now. She's got the house smelling pretty good, turkey and all that shit. So she's in there doing that. But I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody before I show you the video from yesterday. I didn't get it finished yesterday because of, hell, I can't even remember. I'm so damn tired and busy all the time. But I know yesterday we went to Bob's. We dropped Tommy's engine off. I'll show you that. And then once we got done at the machine shop, they were awful busy up there. There's just people running around everywhere, and Bob was busy grinding valves and doing this and doing that. And Lynn Bebout was up here working on his engine, and there's somebody up here working on a Ford Windsor motor, and just the phone was ringing and just busier than hell. And I didn't want to bother Bob and take up a bunch of time and get underfoot up there while they're all trying to work. So I didn't get a chance to take a whole lot of video at the machine shop. But I'll show you what I did get anyway. How's that? So here we go. So today it's raining and dreary and cold and just shitty outside. Not gonna be able to do much outside today, but as you can see there in the background, Tommy's engine's apart. So the boys were here last night as I was editing a video that you're gonna see today at 3 o'clock. I was in the house editing video, and the kids were out here last night taking Tommy's engine apart. So what we found is this number 4 cylinder. There it is. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Not good. Not good at all. So that's my fault. Tore it up pretty good. But this is the connecting rods and pistons out of Tommy's engine, the oil pump and everything. But anyway, this is a aftermarket block. It is a Speedmaster block, which I happen to like very much, and it's standard bore at the moment. We're probably going to have to take it 30 over. These are very, very nice blocks. They're, despite what you may have heard about Speedmaster parts, these cast iron blocks are very good. In fact, the fastest ET Billy's ever made in his truck on radials was with a Speedmaster block. So what happened with this engine was I was doing some experimentation with ethanol, and all summer long we had been putting 400 and 500 horsepower shots of nitrous to Tommy's little blue truck, and we were street racing it a little bit, and it was doing really well. The 500 shot, I had 5 1/4 on it at one point, and man, did that thing roll. I mean, it ran like a damn turbo car. At least it felt like it did. Anyway, what I was doing is I was mixing 117 octane racing gas in with E98, and effectively I was blending it to E90. And the 117 race gas brought the octane rating up of the pump gas that's in the ethanol considerably, and it ran very well. It did very, very well. The problem came when we were getting ready to go make a pull, and I had run out of my custom blended E90. And so I just went ahead and dumped some E98 in it, thinking we're only on 4 1/4. It shouldn't be that big a deal. I had taken the 500 shot out and jetted it down to 4 1/4. And I really didn't think it was going to be a problem. It was a problem. So I learned the hard way that the 87 octane pump gas in the ethanol was definitely going to be a problem had we not had the 117 mixed in it. That's another story for another day. But we tore the engine up, we melted a piston. So here we are. And we have decided that the way things are going, a small block on nitrous, let me put it this way, a small block nitrous streetcar, which is what we like to do. We like to do streetcar shit, right? Small block nitrous streetcar, you're going to struggle. You're really going to struggle to hang with the turbo cars and trucks like Billy's. So what we've decided to do is put twin turbos on Tommy's truck. However, his 415 was almost 14-to-1 compression. So we're trying to keep both these trucks fairly identical, okay? We want them to run about the same. That way, if we take them both street racing someplace or to a no prep, one truck goes down, we've got a pretty good tune-up for the other one. But since Tommy's truck's going to be on ethanol and Billy's is on methanol, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and leave Tommy's truck with a 3875 stroke in it. And at 30 over, that's going to make 421 cubic inches. Now, Billy's truck has 13.5-to-1 compression. It's got dome pistons in it. And it's a 406. It's a 375 stroke, 155 bore. So Tommy's engine will be 155 bore, but it will have a 3875 stroke instead of a 375. So even though Tommy's truck will be on ethanol and it'll have, won't quite make as much power on ethanol, we're hoping to make up for the compression loss and the fuel. We're hoping to make that up with the stroke and a little more cubic inch. On ethanol, it's very critical that you keep close eye on the intake air temperatures. And that's what we fought this year on Billy's truck. We fought it for 2 years now, nipping head gaskets and tearing up parts. And what it amounted to was the turbos we had, the exhaust side was way too small. We didn't have an intercooler. We were on ethanol. And let's just say 300-degree intake air temperatures and ethanol do not mix. It's not good. Don't do it. So we just put Billy's truck on methanol and problem solved, right? But Tommy's truck's going to remain on ethanol. It's going to stay on E85 because Tommy's truck is definitely going to stay a street truck. We want to run street legal shootouts with it and get into no trailer races with it and things of that nature. So since we're going to leave it on ethanol and keep it a street car, 100% street car, we're going to go ahead and put an intercooler on it, even though it's going to be blow-through carburetor. It'll have an intercooler. It's going to stay on ethanol. We're going to put a little bit milder camshaft in it than what Billy's got. But hopefully we're going to make up the difference in power loss with the lower compression and the ethanol we'll make that up with a little bit of cubic inch. So the boys are on their way here now, I think, I hope. Billy texted me a little bit ago and said he's waiting on Tommy to get out of the shower. So kids should be here pretty soon. We're going to load this stuff up and head to Bob McVeigh's up in Mount Vernon. McVeigh Automotive and Machine, the guy that does all our machine work and bails us out when we tear shit up. We're going to go see Uncle Bob. Well, look who it is. Good.
Scared the hell out of me. I thought I hit the garage door when it started moving. I was like,
Where's Tommy?
he just pulled in his food truck.
Oh, he's driving separate?
Yeah, he drove here.
Hey man, you think you're going to clean that bed out, or?
Maybe one day.
You look like Oscar the Grouch driving around a trash can.
Let me finish my Milky Way first.
Tigger, what are you eating?
You got me on this Milky Way kick, man.
Dude, they're good.
They are good.
I know. Finally, my kids listen to me about some things. Milky Ways being one of them. Maybe one day you'll listen to me about a haircut. He looks like he's got seaweed dropped down over his freaking forehead. Already ragging on him. Poor kids. Fresh smelling trash bags that your mom hooked us up with.
They don't smell so fresh.
They smell like something, I don't know what.
They smell like an old folks' home.
Something. So I forced Billy to clean out his bed and we threw this rubber bed mat in there because usually when we take stuff to the machine shop, it's beat to hell by the time it gets there because it's sliding around everywhere. We're making progress, Junior.
How's that?
Every time we take stuff to the machine shop, usually it's beat to death by the time it gets there from sliding around.
Yeah.
We're making progress.
Yeah, we are.
Look at that. That looks professional. What'd you say?
I recommend the plastic tote.
You recommended the plastic tote.
Yeah.
A guy with seaweed growing off the front of his head.
You guys. Bikini bottom.
So we are off in the shit wagon. Does it have what?
Oh, there they go.
What are you doing?
The dash doesn't work unless you hit it sometimes.
Oh my God. Do the wipers even work?
Yeah. Work fantastic.
Dude, you need wiper blades. You can't see shit. You're better off leave them turned off.
You're doing better than me.
It's
and
a good
my
thing.
blazer.
It's a good thing Derek waxed this shit wagon so all the rain runs off.
Jeez, crackers. We're headed up the dam road, and I'm taking video. My phone goes off again. My wife. I guess you can't see me waving the umbrella on the back porch. I'm like, what the hell what do we need an umbrella for? I got cookies and presents. So we got to turn around, go back and get cookies and presents. Oh God, she's out there in an umbrella, standing at the end of the sidewalk. Gee, Christmas. Look at this. She's madder than hell.
The hoodies are for Bob. Bags are marked.
She hasn't fluffed her hair yet, so she's mad. She doesn't want to be on camera without her hair fluffed.
Is that what it is?
All right. So we've got our bags of cookies, and we got our gifts that Vicky sent with us. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Bring her in.
Oh shit, your dad's here? Holy crap. It's gonna be a good day today.
Come on, baby.
It's going to be a good day today.
Oh yeah. No rest for the wicked, boys. Oh man.
So this is McVeigh Automotive and Machine up in Mount Vernon, and I call him Uncle Bob. He's not really my uncle, but he's an awfully good person. He's got a old big block Chevy strapped on the dyno back here. Looks like they're working on some valve tray and stuff. Everybody's out there in the shop tearing engines apart, and Bob's grinding valves for another customer, and everybody's busy, so I'm not going to bother him too much today trying to take a lot of video. But these guys are fantastic people. They take awfully good care of us. This is the assembly room up here at McVeigh's. Of course, the dyno room. And the machine shop. They work on a little bit of everything here. They work on agriculture equipment, daily drivers, dump trucks, salt trucks, plows, anything and everything they work on up here at Bob's.
Because I still got the other one. Maybe if I had them both, maybe I would start trying to.
Yeah, I need to get that.
All right. So anyway, after we got done at the machine shop, the boys decided they wanted to go into Midwest Photo in Columbus to look at some camera equipment and some different lenses. Hell, I don't know what all that stuff is that they looked at in there and they got. I don't know nothing about it, but I did get me a apparatus here that I'm using at this very moment. It's I guess they call it a gimbal. See, I can move up and down and stays pretty steady. I don't know how the hell to use the thing really, but I gotta learn. But hopefully it makes the video quality a little better, a little more steady. I gotta admit that you know, this whole YouTube thing is a little different for me. I felt funny buying this gimbal in there at the store the other night because I've never bought anything like that. I guess it's like, for me, it's like a new bucket for my backhoe that I've never used. You know what I mean? I know that may sound strange, but I'll be honest with you, I'm struggling a little bit. You know, since I was 17 years old, I've worked every day of my life. And since 2006, when I started my own business, it's stressful. You know, you don't work, you don't eat. And if you don't have work, you've got to find work. And, you know, I was very fortunate that that during the times that I was self-employed, I stayed fairly busy. I didn't have too much trouble finding work. And then, you know, I worked for myself for about 6 or 8 years. And after that, I quit advertising. You know, when I first started, I had to advertise everywhere, you know, to try to keep things coming in because I didn't have a name for myself. But then I got to the point where I had more work than I could get done. And then I got to the point where I kind of picked and chose the jobs that I wanted to do. But this time of year, you know, today's Thanksgiving, and, you know, this time of year, everything slows down for self-employed people. And of course, that was the case for excavating this time of season. You know, you're doing driveway work, hauling limestone, filling in mud holes, basically. And, you know, I've plowed snow every year. This damn thing won't stay where I'm asking it to stay. I'll have to get used to using this damn thing, I guess. But I've plowed snow every year since I was 17 years old. I've been out in the snow and the weather and fighting salt spreaders and snow plow pins and couplings and wiring and plow lights and just miserable shit. I've fought it every winter since I was 17. And this is going to be the first winter, and I've prayed for this for years, but this is going to be the first winter where I get to do what I want to do for the most part. I mean, as much as I can do in the wintertime. You know, we can't hardly race that much in the wintertime, right? I can tell you right now, I don't like this damn gimbal too much. Every time I move, it turns directions on me. But anyway, this is going to be the first winter that I'm not out in the snow. And I'm very thankful for that. And, you know, this piece of shit. Are you kidding me? I got to figure this thing out. You guys are going to get a good laugh out of me using this gimbal. Because I can't keep the damn thing aimed on me. Every time I turn, the gimbal wants to go the different direction. This is it's like a culture shock for me. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time, and in all honesty, I didn't know that it was ever going to happen. Because until I had my own channel, it probably wasn't going to happen. But I'm very thankful for the support and the subscribers, and it's really been incredible. When I started this channel in September, you know, I didn't know that anybody would pay any attention. I didn't know anybody would even care to hear anything I had to say or anything that I was offering to share. Had no idea that this would do as well as it has so far. So, a couple things I want to mention. You know, obviously I'm very thankful for the support and everybody that's sent messages and things of that nature, but there's been some other things that's come up. I've had people wanting to send me items, and unfortunately I don't have the gentleman's name here in front of me, but a gentleman in Texas sent us a care package the other day, and I don't even know how in the hell he got my address, but he sent us a care package the other day with some 2-cycle oil for Billy's Banshee, and sent us probably a dozen crosses on chains, and asked that we hang them on all the rearview mirrors in the cars. And I really thought that was awesome. In fact, Billy's got one hanging in his truck by the roll cage right now. I'll show you real quick. I don't know if you can see that or not. That little cross hanging here. It's hard to see it. The guy sent us probably a dozen of these. They're from Macy's. Billy's got one hanging on his roll cage here in the S10, and Vicky's got one in the Suburban, and Tommy's got one in his Blazer. But just little things like that are really amazing, that people take the time to send us stuff like that. We're going to start a P.O. box because I'm not asking for anything. It's not that I'm asking for something, or we're asking for anyone to send us anything. But there's been a number of people that want to send us some really nice things like that, and you know, this whole thing is just different for me. I've never experienced things like that, and I'm struggling a little bit with dealing with all of it and coming to terms with it. I'll be honest, I feel a little bit useless. I've always put a lot of pressure on myself to provide for my family, to produce, to be productive. And and I'm definitely providing, and I'm definitely being productive, but just not in exactly the way that I am used to. I'm used to working every day as far as running a dump truck and running the excavator and doing grading and drainage work. And, this is different. And I'm very thankful for it because it's much easier on me. It's much easier on my back. And if you've ever watched my first video that I put up, I kind of explained why I was wanting to do this. And it's like being in, I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's like if you had been locked in prison for a long time and you finally got let out, and the life that you knew and had come to accept is totally different. And even though it's better, life now is better, it's much easier on me. I'm much happier. Even though all these things are true, it's definitely different. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm rambling, I guess, but I don't want to bore anybody. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm very thankful. I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity and opportunities that have been given to me to do this. And I'm going to do my best to give back to the community that has been so good to my family and my kids and myself. So we're going to keep on plugging. Tomorrow's a new day, and I think Billy and I are actually going to go for a ride in the S10 tomorrow. We're going to drive it into Jegs and get some new tires mounted on his beadlock rims tomorrow. And one thing. I go by the old man and Billy's Billy the Kid, right? Well, the reason for that is, I've been meaning to bring this up, and it just so happens I'm getting to it tonight. The reason we do that, in all honesty, it's not because I think I'm old. I'm not. I'm only 46 or 47 years old. It's not that old. But we have the same name. He's a junior. I'm Bill Hoskinson. He's Billy Hoskinson. And in order to keep people from getting us confused on Facebook and tagging the wrong person constantly, because believe it or not, Billy gets tagged in things that I don't want to be tagged in. He changed his bio on Facebook to the Kid, and I changed mine to the Old Man. And that was strictly just in order to try and keep confusion to a minimum on Facebook. So if you're one of the 100 or 500 people that's made the comment that you're not that old, blah, 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 I know that I can do math. All right. It was just, this is why. It's just to keep the confusion down on Facebook because we have the same name. Anyway, I think we're going to take a little ride into Jegs tomorrow with the S10. It's back here behind me if I can maneuver this damn thing, this contraption that I've bought that I've already kind of fallen into this love-hate relationship with, right? We're going to take the little S10 into Jegs tomorrow. June's going to be mad as hell because there's no room in there for her unless she sits on my lap. I guess I can do that. We're going to take the truck in tomorrow and get a new set of Hoosiers put on and go for a little ride in the truck. We haven't rode together in that truck in a long time. So kind of looking forward to that. We'll share that tomorrow, that experience. We'll share that tomorrow if I can figure out how to better use this gimbal contraption that I'm holding in my hand here that I have to keep chasing myself with this little control. It goes up and down, left and right, whatever. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.
Look at me. You want FaceTime? Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Heimer. Happy birthday to you. Blow them out quick. I got a shit bad.
Oh.
Don't light your hair on fire.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice job.